The last time we visited, I was right at this point, which is day 4. It's in the afternoon. And today I am going to figure out what to do with the bottom of the painting. Now, at first I created this drawing with angel wing feathers for clothing, which didn't suit Cameron's personality, I learned. So I went online and I looked for something bohemian because Cameron's dad said she was a bohemian girl. And I can totally relate to that because I love ruffles. I love all of that stuff. I found this blouse, and so I have sketched that on in scale. You can see a little bit of it here. And now I'm going to get underway with the painting. Soon you will see Cameron nearly done. All right, it's day 5. Day 5 of the Cameron painting. Now, last time we were together, we talked a little bit about the clothing. I had to come up with something different, and I suggested this to the client. I understand that Cameron was a bohemian type, kind of like me, like a lot of artists. And I thought that blouse would work well, and so I picked up the palette knife and just went at it with a couple of colors, and also increased the skin on the chest. I just love this look. It's a sweepy, glassy application of paint. It reminds me of Cameron. Cameron to me was a bold artist, fun-loving, and I think this piece says that. It's coming together. Also, I've added some yellow dots. In the photo shoot, she had glitter placed in her hair and those Pantone color swatches. We're actually going to put in real Pantone color swatches. But I wanted to shoot a video at this point before I got too much farther so you could see the clothing and the background. I went in, if you can see, with white over top my panel. That gives a really terrific texture, and this paint will stay shiny when it dries. I will be adding purple dots and turquoise. So we're almost done. I will give you another update, probably 1 or 2 more left. Hang with me. You'll see Cameron finish.
Find out what this looks like at this percentage. And I'm just going to do it on paper first so that we can see.
Okay, so I'm at Allegra Printing in Coal City, Illinois. So part of the project is my client wanted the Pantone chips. There's the layout that you're familiar with. Danetta is busy at the computer finding the chips online. We're going to print out a sheet. I need 10 different ones in that lavender to purple range, and then we'll be applying them to the painting.
All right, let's go grab those and we'll see how that goes. I got a couple different options here. I found one other thing as well. Alright, so one we'll have to scale down. This one is not one we're using. Quality's not good enough. So this is the one I showed you first, scaled up at 250%. So we can check and see. Now I found these individual ones that we can print and I can reduce those in size. I like this because it has the PMS.
Cool.
And that's what it, that's what it's referred to all the time.
Right.
So I kind of like that one. Are you good with the way that those look?
Let me take a closer look, folks. I'm
You
going to
bet.
let you go now. So, still at Allegra Print Shop. Traveled with the Cameron painting. And we are making up some Pantone colored chips. These are a wee bit too big, so we're going to reduce it down so that they are 1 inch in width. And then they will be applied to the upper portion of the painting. Hi friends, Kat Clausen here. Welcome to my studio. So if you've been watching, you've been seeing me work on the Cameron memorial painting, and it's time to wrap up the job. This is a special gift for my client's wife, and he'll be presenting it to her as a surprise on her birthday, but we'll have to do it with video because the painting's a little bit too wet to ship. So I wanted to bring you up to date on the final part of the project. I was on a call with my client, and we were talking a little bit about the Pantone paint chips in Cameron's hair. And I said, why don't we put actual paint chips on the painting? And the more I thought about it, this reminded me of Cameron. Cameron was intelligent, bright, bold, fun-loving. Obviously, anyone who would create a portrait like this of himself would have to have those qualities. And I thought in an instant, if she were making this painting, she would put the actual chips on the piece. No doubt about it. Now, we were running out of time. This was Friday, and I knew that Monday the painting had to be done. And at that point, I didn't even have the blouse done yet and decided on. But I was on the phone with one of my client's assistants, and he called a printer just 30 minutes away who felt that they could help me with this part of the project. So I headed over to Coal City, Illinois, and worked with Allegra Printing, and they created these print pieces for me. When the piece is dry, I will cut them out. And I found a special automotive glue that I'll be using because a lot of glues don't adhere to oil paint. The oil paint is slippery or will actually dissolve glues and acetates and things like that. So you have to be pretty particular about what you put on them. Okay, so I'm going to pick up the camera now and give you a tour of Cameron. Here we've got gorgeous Cameron with her electric smile and those fun sunglasses. The blouse, I ended up doing a palette knife treatment. I first started with a brush doing ribbons of color strokes, but I didn't think they were bold enough. So I picked up the palette knife and reworked those strokes and added some big pieces, wet chunks, I call them, of paint. This blouse has a ruffle, and that is a stylized ruffle done in oil paint. So right now the consistency of that paint is like honey. It's very shiny too. It will dry shiny. And I'll pull out and see more of this piece. Now to completely see this painting, you can go online to my commissions tab and take a look, and it'll also be on the store tab. And you'll be able to see details of it there. The hair was done, almost piece by piece. And the client wanted a little bit more blonde added near the roots at the tail end of things. I was happy to do that. But you know, more than anything that I've talked about is the fact that to do a portrait like this, you've got to put your own love and joy into it. You have to be very, very present. You can't be thinking about anything else but the work that you're doing, imbuing joy and love into the person you're painting, and the clients, honoring them, sending love to them, joy. Those things, if put into the painting during creation, will last. They'll be there forever, long after I'm gone. So there you have it, dear friends. Another project coming to a close. This one has been amazing. Just amazing. I really can't put it into words. I think it's really a visual and heartfelt emotion and just experience. So I love you very much, and remember, it's always love.